Hello, everybody. How is everyone? My name is Alli, Alison Michaela, and I'm the Authentic Medium. That's just my working title. So it's lovely to be here. Say hello on the chat as you come in. Let me know you're here. And as soon as everybody's in, we will get started. So hello, Kerry5540. Hopefully you can hear me. And Tani Rohan, hello. Absolutely. We'll get as many people messages as we can today. So I am an evidential medium and I'm also a psychic reader. I work online and in person. And I'm going to be doing evidential mediumship for this next hour. So we're going to be doing throw-out mediumship. So listen up. I'm going to give 3 or 4 bits of evidence out there. And if you recognize your loved one who is passed in spirit, then you need to let me know in the chat. It's my job then as the evidential medium to give more evidence until we absolutely know we've got the right person with the right sitter, and then we get your message. So lovely, lovely. Hello, Kim. How are you? Hello, Autumn. Hello, Kay Weezy. Hello. Bless you, Tanny. Let's hope so. Brilliant. Charlene. Hello. Joe Coleman. Hello. Brilliant. Okay, so everyone has the same chances of reading as everyone else because I do throw out mediumship. So let's hope we can get through as many people as possible with mini reads. Okay. Hello, Cornelia. How are you, my darling? Lovely to see so many of you join. Hello, Mel from Victoria, Australia. Fantastic. Goodness me, what on earth time is it there? It must be... Feels like it must be in the middle of the night over there, but I'm not very good with timings. Hello, Elaine Stonehouse. And there we go. All right, Kay Weezy, listen up. Hopefully one of your people will come through. Just listen up. If you recognize the evidence, you just need to put your message, your name in the message. So it's 1 a.m. Mel. Love it. Love it. Thank you for staying up so late to listen to me. Hello, June. Hello. It's always good to be on here. Always good to be on here. Okay, so let's start off with the first spirit we've got coming through. I feel like I'm with a lady here, and I feel like the first thing I want to say is that I feel there's some breathing difficulty, whether it's CPOD, there's something in her chest, there's something that is just making it difficult for her to catch her breath. And I feel like this is longer term rather than just a short moment. I feel like I'm hearing June. So whether that's the month of June or maybe the name, but I'm hearing June. So we'll put that out there. And I also feel that at one point she would have had some oxygen or something because I'm seeing tubing. So I just feel like at some point there would have been something to do with that. I also feel that her mobility was a little bit restricted, probably because of her health and well-being. So she feels like she got a little bit bigger. Okay, so your aunt's name was June, Charlene. Do you understand, and yes, for oxygen, do you understand this lady with the CPOD? Is this your nan with the CPOD? And yes, her mobility. So Charlene, are you understanding this is your nan? And she must be making reference to your aunt who's June. Is that right? Let me know. Kay Weezy, listen up. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you. Mel, my mother-in-law always suffered from asthma and pneumonia, and her son and daughter's birthday is June. Okay. Yes to everything. All right. So I'm just going to give some evidence to separate out Mel and Charlene. Okay. Okay, I feel like there's something creative about her. I feel like it might be wool or thread she's working with. I feel like she has it's like a hobby for her. She makes things. Which one of you understands that? Kim as well. Okay, so we're separating out Charlene, Kim, and Mel. Which one of you understands all of it? So we need the month or the name of June. We need this chest CPDOD breathing issue. We need some reference to breathing tubes at some point or oxygen. And we need, she's creative. She sits and does something with wool or thread. Okay. Let me have a look. She was an arts and crafts coordinator at work, Mel. Okay, thank you. And yes to all of it. Okay, let's find out some more then. Okay, one of you will understand why she's showing me. I feel like I want to say cooking. I feel like I want to say something with pastry, and I feel like I want to whittle that down to why she'd be talking about sausage rolls. If you don't know what a sausage roll is, it's like pastry with meat in the middle. And it's done like in a parcel. So I just feel like I need to talk about those. So let's just wait and see who understands why she's showing me a pastry specifically. She's a great cook. My father was a baker. Charlene, okay, thank you. No, my nan didn't do anything with wool. Not for you then, Kim. Thank you for confirming. So Mel cooked pastry tonight for dinner and made sausage rolls the other night. She loved my chicken pasty parcels, which is what I cooked. Okay, thank you, Mel. Thank you, Mel. Okay, I'm D. Higher. Okay, let me just go where the energy is. I actually feel like I'm just checking the energy threads, guys, and I actually feel this is for Mel with the arts and crafts coordinator and the fact that you were cooking sausage rolls the other night. I feel like that's really specific. And I feel like when I'm looking at the names that yours is coming out. So Mel, this is for you. Thank you for everyone else you could understand listening, because the messaging may well make sense for you as well. So just listening to the message and take for what you wish for. Mel, let's get your message. Mel. I feel like Kim, I feel like she wants to bring a smile into the situation. Would you understand this? I feel like when I went to message that she went a little bit quiet. And I feel like what she's trying to do is to bring some love, some hugs, some smiles, some joy. Does this make sense to you, Mel? I feel like the homeliness and togetherness is what she wants to remember. I feel like there's something about you finding time for yourself as well. I feel like she's referencing her arts and crafts, the things she liked to do with wool and knitting and thread. And I also feel like she's reminding you that she loved she's made reference to the fact you've been looking after and sausage rolls and things like that. And I feel like what her message to you, my darling, is remember to enjoy the moment. Remember, you've got so much on. There's such a speed to the energy around you right now that it can be easy to forget the minute, the right now. So I feel like what she's saying to you is don't forget the sparkle, don't forget the laughter, not the big things, it's the everyday things, but most importantly, find some shaping time for you to do what you like doing, and remember that you are also creative. I'm going to leave you with her message, my darling. And she's lovely. She's got so much love for you, I'm going to, I just want to smile and blow you kisses. So I hope that makes sense, darling. And I leave that with you. Thank you, Mel. Welcome everyone who's come in during that opening read. Everyone has the same chance of us for read. So just listen in. I will give 2 or 3 bits from spirit. And if you recognize it, please put down in the comments. It's then my job to decide and go with the evidence as to who it's for. And we get a message. Okay. I'm glad that made sense for you, Mel. Hello. If I haven't said hello to you, absolutely. Welcome. Hello, Rachel. Bless you. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Elaine. Hello, Rosaline. There's a few of you I haven't said hello to, so please listen in. Hello, Brolick, I think that is. Lovely. Okay, so let's have a look and see. I know I have a man stepping forward with me now. I feel like I want to make comment on the name sort of Colin or something like that. I feel like he's coming in quite strong with that name. And I also want to say there's something about him stood quite sturdy. I feel like I want to put my hands sort of in the top of my jeans or trousers and just sort of watch. I feel like he's got quite a strong personality, but equally is happy to observe what's going on and make his decisions. I feel like there's a link to some sort of machinery or some sort of he's definitely a worker and not an office worker. He's definitely doing something. So I'm just going to see who understands. Your mum's cousin was Colin. Okay, Charlene. Okay. So we've got this man. I feel there's a name called Colin. I feel like he stood quite tall, as in strong, and I know he's not an office worker. Machinery. Okay, thank you. So Charlene, it sounds like we're with you, my darling. Let's just have a little look. Lars, listen in. Everybody has the same chance as a read. Oh, it's moved on quite a lot. Let me just find out. Yes to machinery. Sounds like your brother-in-law. His name is Colin. He was a truck driver and always stood tall and strong. Okay, Mel. So we think we might still be with you, Mel. Okay. All right. Okay, so we've got Mel and Charlene. I'm going to get something to separate you guys out. Let me just, one of you would understand the reference to cheese. I'm not quite sure. I feel like I can smell cheese. So it's the smell rather than seeing. Would one of you understand a reference to a strong smell? Your husband, Kenneth. I think the name was Colin, fitter and Turner engineer. Oh, bless you. Do you know? Oh, do you know a Colin though, Cornelia? Charlene, you understand the cheese smell. It's like a really strong. You're addicted to cheese, if that means anything. Okay, let me get something else. I need to find another reference point. Okay, let me ask him for something. Okay, I'm seeing a map. And I feel like he would have worked with maps or certainly had a map. There's a reference to working out distances. There may also be a nautical link because I feel like he's almost trying to work out the mileage or the distance between 2 points. So I'm just going to put that out there. Would either of you understand a reference to a map, distance measuring, whether it's nautical or road? You used to know a Colin. Okay, thank you, Cornelia. So I'm separating out Cornelia, Charlene, and Mel, and always work with maps as he drives on the interstate. Okay, and Charlene understands it as well. Okay, both brothers. Okay, all right. So let's just see. Let's ask for one thing that is separating you out. Okay, I feel like now this is interesting because I wanted to say the word baseball, but I felt like I was seeing a ball that's more shaped what do you call it? More like a rugby ball shape. So it's like or an American football. They're not round, are they? They're like a I can't think of the word, but you know what I mean. It's like a ball with pointy ends. But I wanted to say baseball, so I'm just going to leave both of those things with you. One of you would understand why I'm bringing that forward. And I also want to bring a cap, like a cap with a visor. Australian Football League. Okay. I'm not big on games, guys, so they can only use what I've Son plays rugby and he's very good at it. A rugby ball. Yeah, it's oval. Thank you, guys. You're far more on point than I am. Thank you. Mel, he was a big football supporter and always wore a cap. Okay, thank you. Is Mel the only one that can take the cap? It's like like a cap with a bit they can take off. Definitely showing me a cap. So Mel, I might still be with you. I might have double linked here. Charlene can take that as well. Okay, so one final bit of information that will definitely separate you out. I'm seeing a ticket, and I feel like it's when you go into the games, you get tickets and you get the little booklet, and I feel like you will know that this has been kept. Certainly he kept it. There's something about a ticket that's important and the program from the game. Cornelia, not for you then, darling. So I know you can both take the cap. I'm separating out Charlene and Mel, and I need one of you to be able to take a ticket or a program for the game, and it will have been kept. Hi, K-Weezy. Okay, you're not sure about the ticket. Then Charlene, I'm with you. I did ask for one thing to separate you out, and I wanted to layer the other evidence rather than going in a new direction. So Charlene, we are with you. Okay, so you understand the ticket and the program. Okay, so let me just get you your message. Okay. So let me have a look. Okay, Charlene, as I lean into his energy, I feel like the togetherness of family is really important. Now, you've said in the chat, so I need to be clear what you've told me. You've told me your son plays rugby, but there's something about that togetherness, the involvement of people going and watching, of you taking time as a family to be together. It's kind of like the ups and downs. When sports, some teams win, some teams lose, they go up and down, but the true fans, they stay. The true fans have those moments. The true fans are there all of the time. And there's something about your commitment to your family that's really important. It's reminding you that that's not time wasted, that time is important, that time is good investment in you and yours. And it's also reminding you that you don't get anywhere in life unless he doesn't talk to you. Okay, so that's why they're bringing it up. It is kind of like you don't get anything out unless you put the investment in. So what I want to say to you is don't give up. Keep going. Keep putting your energy into your path, your way forward, but also your family. So even if things are rocky, even if things aren't great, don't walk away. Don't close your back off, because it will come right. And I really feel like you need to hold strong. You need to, the biggest fans don't walk away just when their team is going through a tough time. And so just hold in there. Remember, Spirit have got you. Remember that you've got your family. Remember that you are loved. Remember that you are enough, and that this rocky time will see through. You will look back and think, thank goodness that's past. And just hold your belief, hold your sense of everything going on. And there's just so much love for you in Spirit. So keep your head high. Lovely analogy with the fans sort of going through the ups and downs of their teams and having those difficult times, and Spirit just acknowledging that it is absolutely difficult at the moment, but you will come through this and you will rise again and it will be okay. So just sit tight and never ever give up. All right, I hope that makes sense for you, my darling, and sending you the biggest hugs. Bless. Okay, so let's get a message for somebody that hasn't had one yet. Okay, so Okay, so I've got a younger male here now, and he comes in on a bike. I want to say push bike. I sometimes get that wrong, but I feel like he has got a younger energy. He's quite fun. He's got that sense of adventure that you have when you're younger, that you still have the world ahead of you, that you can do anything, that you can be cheeky, that you can be all that you want to be. And I feel like he has developed a sense of self, a sense of who he is. I feel like this bike is really important to him, and it's almost like he would have asked for it, or he would have waited to get it. It's like a bit of a sense of freedom for him. So I'm just going to put that out there and see who understands this. Okay, so Charlene, you understand it, but you've just had a message. I thought I'd broken the link, but let me just check no one else understands this. I can take a young male with a push bike. He was very cheeky. His bike was very important to him as he go everywhere on it when he was able to. Okay, Mel. Tani, I had a nephew passed. He was 15-year-old with a motorbike and a bike. Okay. Pauline, listening, because hopefully Pauline and Cheryl, hopefully someone will come through. Tanihi, can I work with you, please? Because I feel the other two have had messages, and I did ask for somebody new. So if I can just work with you, would you understand this sense of freedom, this sense of fun, this sense of push through, take risks, just this sense of belief that the world is okay? Yes, okay. And I feel like every teenager, daredevil and just free, absolutely. I feel like he's just pushing the boundaries, but there's a great delight in his energy, a great happiness in his energy, a great push forward. He loves, I want to say he loves speed. He loves the freedom of it. He loves jumping. He just is this ball of energy of what potential can happen. I feel like he doesn't see a sense of danger, at all. And I know that he's loved by his family. He was a beautiful boy. If this is sounding familiar to other people listening when we get to the message, but I feel that I'm working with Tahani Rohan at the moment. Okay. Cheryl, hopefully you'll get one in a minute. Okay. He was a beautiful boy. Yeah. He's really loved. He's really I feel like he is a beautiful boy, but he doesn't know it. But he has just started to take those steps out into, connecting with others in a different way. I feel like he's got lots of close friends. He's very well thought of. Would you understand this? He's very well thought of. I feel that. I feel like there's also some new friends that come in just before he passes. I feel like his world gets a little bit bigger. Do you understand me saying that, Tani? That he starts to do something, or he meets like a new group, or there's something new around him. Because I feel like his world is still building, still getting bigger, and then all of a sudden it closes down. He was away from home when he passed. He was away for rugby league contract. Okay, yeah. So that's it was a camp. Yeah. So he's in a new place, and then he goes. That makes sense. He's gone on a camp. He enjoyed. He had some good times. And I feel like there's a sense of. I feel like he's going into messaging all new kids. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like what I want to say to you, Tani, is his messaging is Never stop embracing the new, never stop pushing yourself forward, never stop making new connections with people. Don't allow life to become stagnant or still. Keep some of that sparkle alive, that energy alive, that youthfulness alive, that belief alive. And I feel like he's looking back and seeing the opportunities that he had, and he knows there's a lot of sadness, a lot of distress around what happened, but equally he wouldn't change a thing because he had a lot of opportunity, and he just wants to take a moment to say, I love my family, I love my life, but I also want everybody to just embrace that sparkle, brace the opportunities, brace the stretch, brace the sense of, oh my goodness, I'm going into something new and it might make me feel uncomfortable, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah. And so Tanihi, I feel like, take that on board, take his love, take his messaging, take his sparkle, and allow it to make you smile, and allow it to push you to do something that's maybe a little bit out of your comfort zone. He knows people are still struggling, and he's sending so much love, so much healing, so much connection. He's got nothing but thanks and love. He needs you to all know that he's okay. And just, there's something with his head going on. I feel like a bit of a pressure. I'm not sure what that's about, but I want to say he needs everybody to know that he's okay. Bless you. He's okay. And he's always going to be around. And it's like, that's why he's kind of giving me this sense of, I'm still living, but I've gone, because he's got an identical twin. And he's just giving me this sense of, he'll always be here, always be here. He left you from suicide. I feel like there should be no blame around that, no guilt around that, no judgment around that, and certainly not for anyone who's left behind. He came in, do you remember the beginning of his message saying he knew he had a lot of opportunities? You have to embrace those, and he's maybe reflecting his challenges, but he's just encouraging you to be on the bright side, to keep that. Yeah. And please let everybody know that he is where he should be. He is surrounded by love. He is in a place of peace, and he's just sending so much love. Okay. Absolutely. I'm really sorry about your story, Tanihi, and I'm glad I was able to bring his fun side through. Absolutely. I know you don't. I feel like there's people here still who may be feeling guilty about why they couldn't stop it, or why nobody could stop it. And there is just no answer to that. You need to understand that it was always in the pathway. But I feel like he came through with his fun side, with his sparky side, and he did that for a reason, because that's the bit he wants people to remember. He wants people to remember his vibrancy, because he did have a good vibrancy. Bless you. Absolutely. Please, I know you can't take away that guilt, but he genuinely wants people to know that he's in a good place, that he's calm, he's loved, he's in comfort. And yeah, remember his spark. Remember his spark. Okay. Right. He did have a beautiful smile. I can feel his lovely energy. I'm just going to take a drink, and then we will connect to the next person. Okay. So everyone that's joined, welcome. If I haven't said hello to you, please know you're very welcome in this space, and know that you all have the same chance as a message. So listen to the energy, listen to the evidence, and it will be for somebody new. Okay. So let's bring somebody that hasn't had a message through yet. A link. Okay, so I feel like I'm with a lady, and I feel like she's got a sweet tooth, I feel like it's biscuits or a biscuity cake. Like in England, we'd say sort of a shortbread type thing. I feel like there's definitely a sweet tooth going on with her, and she's smiling. I feel like she was a mum. And I feel like there were grandchildren or young children. So if they're not grandchildren, there's young children around her, because I can see she's not bothered about crumbs and things going everywhere. She's giving them little bits of cake or whatever she's giving them, and she's not worried that it's not pristine. She's getting right on in there. She's showing me a ring, and I feel like I want to talk about the color green with her. Whether this is an emerald ring or whether the green and the ring are separate, but I feel like I need to talk about a ring. If you understand this as somebody that's passed, please put a message in the comments, and we will see. Let's just see what else have we got with her. She's showing me a toy rabbit. Now, I don't know what that's about. I feel like it's like a teddy. She wants to talk about young children. So don't know if you knew her when you were little or she had young children, or there's young children linked to her. But I feel like it's almost like a baby or a toddler toy. Let me see what else she's giving me. Grandbaby loved her biscuits. June, is your grandbaby in spirit, or do you know somebody who looked after your grandbaby? And Jojo Teddy. June, is she in spirit? Is she in spirit? Is this a youngster I've got here? I feel like she would have almost known the world then. I feel like she's very inquisitive. She had an old shoulder, an old soul in her body. June, I'm just going to wait for you to answer. Your mum is in spirit. Okay. Your mum is in spirit. Okay. Would you understand your mum is wise? I feel like nephew in spirit. Okay. Did your mum know your granddaughter? Did your mum know your granddaughter? Because I need to know why she's talking about her. Just trying to unpick this with June at the moment. Let me know if your mum met your granddaughter, the one who likes the biscuits and has the toy. She did. Okay, yes. All right, that makes more sense to me then. And would you understand why your mum would prefer to? She didn't. The comments. You're answering a question behind. So she didn't. Why is she talking about your granddaughter then? Okay, so would you understand your mum would prefer to talk about everybody else except for herself? That's the only thing I could think of. But I'm sure she was in spirit. You mean it's really difficult. I wish I could talk to you, June, because we'd clear this up really quickly. I'm going to interpret that. So if you could put yes or no, June, that you feel like your mum has met her in spirit, as in your mum's spirit was close to your granddaughter. Is that what you're trying to say? She was there in spirit? Yes. Okay. All right. And would you understand your mum is a lady who would prefer to talk about family rather than herself? Would you understand that she's very family orientated? And let me get some more information about her. Yes. Okay. There's a huge pride for family. There's a huge pride for family with this lady. And I've gone all goosebumpy. So I almost feel like she was waiting or wanted more more legacy, more children, more she always thought more would come. Does this make sense? The stretching of the family, as in the children having children, the children having children. I feel like she's a very home bird. I feel like she's a lady who would be very traditional in her ways. So home, family are everything. They're her world, really. They're her world. And I feel like I need to talk to you about your family links. 3 grandchildren now, bless you. And I feel like I want to say to you, remember the influence, remember the love that just comes and continues onwards. Remember, it's not worrying about the material things, it's the moments, it's the crumbs that fall and leave those crumbs of memory around. It's the having the time and space and sharing your energy with them. I also want to just say, can you take care of your energy, June? Would you understand me saying that? Look after your energy. It's like, like when children, you have grandkids round and you enjoy them, and then you're knackered or you're tired and you sit back and you're like, oh goodness me, this is so tiring. So I want to say to you, June, just look after your energy and make sure that you're thinking about you and your needs. And she's talking about eating, so I feel like she would have wanted to sit down and give you a good meal, a home cooked meal with greens. I just feel like there's an essence of get the right nutrients in you, and she would do that through food. I feel like she would, there's nothing that a good meal and being looked after can look after you. I want to say to you, try not to engage too much in the stress at work. I want to say home is more important than work, and I know we have to work for money, and I know that it can be really, really challenging, but she wants to remind you at the end of the day, it's not work you'll remember. It's home, it's family, it's getting that, reminding you how loved you are, reminding you that you're enough, reminding you that you're special just as you are. And she gives you such a big hug, such a big love. It's like she wants to remind you she's there, because she talked about your granddaughter and you had a strong feeling she'd been around your granddaughter, and absolutely she is around, and she wants you to know that she's got you and you're not alone at work. You're never alone in those moments, and she's very, very proud of you, and you are enough. So I'm going to give the love to you and your lovely family, and just leave you with her love. Oh, bless you, June. What a lovely, lovely lady, and how interesting for her to come in that way. Lovely. I love it when spirit mix things up a little bit. Okay, so remember, everybody, everyone in the room has the same chance of a reading. You just have to listen in, and I will read for somebody different now, somebody that hasn't had a read. So listen in if you haven't had a spirit through yet, and if it's reminding you of someone that is in spirit that you know, then please put a name, something in the comments. Okay, so I feel like I've got a man with me, and I feel like I need to talk about a dog with this man. So I feel like the dog is a darker color. I was going to say black, but then that might be my brain just layering it. But I feel like he's got a dog with him. And I feel like there's something about this dog that's either very important for him or for you. I also want to use the letter T. And I also want to be drawn to the number 13. So I don't know what that's about, whether it's an age, whether it's a date, or sort of towards the middle of a month. I feel like he's quite hardy. I feel like he likes to go outdoors, and what I would call an all-weather man. But I do feel like at some point, there's a bit of sort of aches and pains or in his hand set in, because I want to play with my hand. Your dog passed in May. He was black. Who was that? I've just Teresa is my name, and I think he passed on the 13th. Oh, bless you, T. Smith. That sounds very, very Andrea, my black Labrador, and my dad Hector. Could be my dad, Black Dog. It was his life. 13 is your door number. Wow. Okay. And love the outdoors. Okay. So my lucky number is 13, and my dog was a Rottweiler. Okay, so listening, let's get some more from him. We've got some people, so I only want you to carry on commenting if you can take everything. So we've got Teresa T. Smith, and we've got Rebecca. You've got some strong evidence there as well. And Granddad Farmer, who was always outside. Okay, right, let's listen in. Okay, so what else have we got with this lovely man? So I know that he's taking me outside. I know there's a rural element to him, because he's just showing me, as I look, I can see fields. I know that we're not in the city, and he's laughing at that. So I feel like he's really not comfortable in a more built up area. I feel like he just says it as it is, and I do feel like he's got a family. And his house has got a room that's quite warm. I feel like there's a stove or a fire or something, because I feel like I'm drawn to sit in front of the fire. I feel like there's a source of heat. So I feel like at some times it would get quite cold. And I feel like you would have been in this house. So I'm just going to see who that narrows it down to. Remember, you needed to have taken all of the other evidence, please. So we do need the T. We do number the number 13. I think I said May. I can't remember now. But I think, and we need the Black Dog, and we need it all tied in together. You lived there for 4 years from birth. Okay. A big scove in the scullery where everyone. T. Smith, I really feel like this is, I feel like it's coming to you, darling. I'm going to work with you. I think your name's Teresa. I feel like this is absolutely for you. And I feel like he would just give you stuff that you knew. I feel like I want to say apple of my eye, because I'm really smiling, and I feel like you have a special relationship with this. Rebecca, listening to the messaging, darling, I just feel that this is for Teresa. So if you do understand some of the evidence, listening to the messaging, it may make sense to you. But I feel like that I want to work with Teresa right now. Teresa, do you understand this apple of my eye bit? Do you understand this connection bit between the two of you? I feel like he adopted you as a baby for a few years and made me so happy then. Absolutely. I want to say his world got smaller. He's referencing back, obviously, to the time when he had you, when you guys were together. But I feel like there's some reason. There's either he can't. What was he trying to say? I don't know if it's his communication that starts to wander, or if there's a separation or a distance. I just feel like his world gets smaller. Apple of his eyes, absolutely. Do you understand this? His world's getting smaller or less connection, Teresa? I just feel like when he thinks about his happy times, he goes to when you're little and you're with him. And I feel like life just becomes a little bit harder for him. His wife died too young. That's that feeling of remoteness then, isn't it? he never got over her passing. No, absolutely. There's a real love there. And you'd understand that she's a real homemaker. They had a really lovely thing going on. It's like he did learn independence. But there's no love in it. There's no joy in it. You understand that, Teresa? Let's get you your message from your dad. I wanted to call him dad then. And I know he's not your dad, he's your granddad. But it's like he feels like your dad at that point. Okay. She is an amazing lady. I can feel her energy. She's gorgeous. I want to say he came in with his black dog because he always knew he could trust animals. I feel like you would benefit for some animal energy, some energy of love without strings, love without requirements. And he needs you to remember how chosen you were, how wanted you were, how loved you are, and you're enough. So I don't know what's going on for you right now, Teresa, but it's like he's saying, never forget you're enough. Never forget that you're good enough. That he in his eyes, he is your dad. And no bit of paper or bit of biology can change that. He adores you. They both adore you. And their message to you is one of remember how adored you are. Remember how special you are. And if people aren't treating you right, then don't allow them to drag you down. Does this make sense? You've been feeling so alone and looking for siblings. I just feel like, bless you. They just want you to know you're loved and you're special, and that it's like sometimes it's not always biology that's the important thing. Sometimes it's the people that come into your life that step up. Even if they're related to you, it's the people that you connect with that are so important. And it's like, you might meet a third cousin once removed, but they feel like your sister. And so just remember life is what you make it, darling. And whatever happens, however it pans out, you were the most wanted girl, the most adored daughter, and just hold on to that. Okay. And you are going to meet people, you are going to have those ties, but just remember it needs to be positive for you. I feel like there's been some letdown there, and don't ever worry about just walking away from that. Okay. Absolutely. So take that love, take that assurance, that confidence that you're really special. And they're both giving you a huge hug. And I don't know if you know why, but I really want to almost give you a bit of apple pie. So I'm just gonna leave you with that. So bless. I'm just gonna take a drink. That was gorgeous. That was lovely. Okay, let's see who else. First time he ever said he was your dad. Oh, bless you. He needed you to hear that. I feel like you needed that. You needed that. You love apple pie. There we go. I always worry about stuff like that, because if we bring something into the messaging that you don't understand, we haven't then got time to unpick it. But he was very clear with his apple pie. So he's just giving you that layer so you believe it, that you trust it, that they're both here. They're both here, and you take their love and you help that allow you to stand tall. Okay, absolutely. Okay, so bless you. Remember, everyone, you all have the same chance of a message. So listen in, and this will be for somebody new, somebody that hasn't had a message yet on today's live. Let's see who else we have. Okay. I feel like I've got a lady with me, and I really feel like I need to talk about a name beginning with E, like an Elsie or else or something like that, but it's a name beginning with E. I feel like she has made old bones, and I feel like I want to shout a little bit. So whether her hearing's going a little bit, I feel like she's not. She's shouting, and she's smiling. So I feel like that's important. I feel like she would always wear a necklace, and I want to put like a cross or something like that on it, or Saint Christopher. There's something of faith on her necklace. It's connected to her faith. And I also feel like she's showing me a beautiful bracelet that's quite delicate. So let's see what else we've got with this lovely lady. I feel like she could talk 10 to the dozen, and I feel like she's quite strong in her opinions and thoughts and feelings. Your grandmother, Melinda. Andrea, does it all make sense for you? Does it all make sense for you? I'm not surprised I couldn't get that name. You know, Elsie, and it all fits. Mother to your sister-in-law. Okay, not for you, K Wheezy. Andrea, do you understand? Yes, you do. And your grandmother is in spirit, Andrea. Okay, let me work with you, Andrea. Andrea, would you understand that while she showed me some lovely jewelry and she showed me her faith, I also want to say that she's going to make sure the money stretches. She's not wasteful in any way at all. Unless you can take the name beginning with E for her, Stacey. I'm working with Andrea. Name Anne passed down. Yes, it's the it was the E name. Passed away in 2017. Oh, bless you. I feel like she was a Catholic and she had a cross. Yeah, Andrea, I'm definitely working with you. She's just given me the nod, and you can take and you understand the faith connection with her necklace. I feel like she was connected with her faith as well. Would you understand that she's certainly got a community that she connects in with? Would you understand me saying that, Andrea? She knows a few people. I know her world gets smaller, but when she's well, when she's more mobile, when she's busy, she knows a lot of people, and she certainly knows a lot of information. So I feel like she's good at getting a story. There we go. Absolutely. So she's given you some really good evidence there. Let's get you a message from her. And I feel like, Andrea, what I need to say to you is about faith. And I know that your grandmother had a different faith from you, or certainly she had a different faith, as in she was Catholic. You may be a Catholic too, I don't know. But it's like it's not necessarily the religious faith she's leaning on for her messaging. It's more the belief, the philosophy in life. And what she needs you to do is have faith right now. She needs you to you helped her transition over. Oh, bless you, Andrea. It's like she wants you to keep your faith. She wants you to keep your belief in who you are, who the world is, your pathway in life, and never ever lose sight of that, and let it be your shining light when times are hard or tough. Let it be your motivation to shine and sparkle and to help others. And she certainly is spiritual. I can feel it in her messaging. She wants you to remember that love comes from within, as well as from spirit, as well as from God. And we have to show ourselves that own kindness, that own belief in our own path and our way forward. And remember, the wonderful healing that you bring to people is really, really special. So Andrea, she's sending you so much love. She's letting me know that you've got such a kindness in you, such a gentleness in you, that others need to experience, so don't hide away. I hope that makes sense. She adores you. She's got such belief in you, and she just says that thank you doesn't even come into it. So understand that. Oh, bless you. She hears you, Andrea. She's with you, and I know you talk to her. So I'm going to leave you with your grandma's love. Ah, bless you. Okay, so we've got a man stepping forward now, and I feel like there is the letter D. Is that for Dad or David? I also want to say 57, so I don't know if he was born in 57 or if 57 is an important number. I also want to say at some point, I don't know if he smoked, but it's like he's giving me a memory of somebody smoking when they shouldn't have done, or yes, I'm just going to leave it at that. Who understands? Your dad, David. Lars is your dad in spirit. Could be your dad, K-Weezy. Okay, do you understand the D name? Let's just see what else we've got. And do you understand this reference to smoking or shouldn't be smoking? You grew up in number 57. You smoke weed. Okay. Dominate 101 is do you understand a man with the letter D? Very important. Okay, so K-Weezy and Lars, and it's your mum's birthday. Okay. All right. Okay, let's get some more. And Elaine. Okay, let's get some more. Let's get some more. Okay. Let's get some more. I feel like there's something sneaky about this smoking. So it's either you shouldn't be smoking, or it's something you shouldn't be smoking, or he shouldn't have been. But it's not just that I was a smoker. There's a story there. There's a giggle there. There's a little bit naughty's the wrong word, but it's a little bit like, oh, my dad was born in 1957, okay, and smoked heavily. Okay, so I want to say, who can understand the D and the 57 and the smoking? Let's home it down to those 3 points of evidence just for a moment. You have to understand 57, you have to understand the D or David, and you have to understand this element of smoking. Let me just see how many people that I've got. And let me get another bit of evidence while you're doing that. Okay, so where else are we going? Who would understand a skipping rope? Who could understand why he's showing me a skipping rope? Because I don't feel like he used a skipping rope, or maybe he did, but I feel like I need to talk about skipping or a skipping rope. Which one of you that can take the D or the David, the 57 and the smoking can also understand why they'd be giving you, maybe it's a memory, maybe it's a reference, a skipping rope? It's very specific bit of evidence there. So I'm just going to see if somebody can take it before I try and look into what a skipping rope might mean. You found his son's skipping rope. Okay, so we can, Dom, you can take it. And Rachel, you can take it. Okay, let's understand between Dom and Rachel then. Okay, Dom and Rachel. Work at a school. I feel like it's more specific than that. Let's see what the next bit brings. Which one of you would understand a cat? Which one of you would understand a cat? Which one of you understands why he's showing me a cat? Your cat's sick at the moment. Okay, I feel like this is coming for you, Dom. We just have a... Okay. All right. Dom, I feel like this is coming from you. Okay. So I'm going to work with Dom. Anyone else who could understand it? Rachel, I know you can understand it. I just feel like there's an energy draw with Dom. So Rachel, listening, the messaging might make sense to you. But I feel like they had a sense of humor. Would you understand that? I feel like there's a bit of smile going on here. Dom, does that make sense? I feel like they've got a bit of a sense of humor going on. And I feel like it's like they've chosen, yeah, absolutely. They've chosen lots of different bits in order to draw you in. Okay. Dom, I want to talk about, and maybe this is because you're cat is poorly, but I feel like I want to talk about health and well-being. I feel like the skipping rope, the fun bit, but also it does point to a bit of exercise. I feel like I want to almost give you a little push to it's like you've been thinking about doing something and you need a little push to get going with it, but I feel like it's going to be good for you. I feel like you need to almost embrace something or pick something up or do something new. This is going around the houses a little bit, but I feel like what I want to say to you is that there needs to be like a break in routine. There needs to be some newness in the energy. There needs to be a bit of a pick me up, a bit of laughter, a bit of vibrancy, a bit of pace, it's like I want to say to you, do it for you. You just need motivation. That's why I'm pausing, because it's the motivation bit. And it's like you shouldn't need any more motivation than do it for you, because you deserve it and you will feel better for it. And there's so many things sort of becoming a bit heavy that we need to spruce. It's like we need to move the energy a little bit. We need a spring clean. I feel like you're around quite a few heavy issues at the moment. That might just be because, you know, one of your pets is poorly, but it's like I want you to be the duster that gets rid of that energy, not sponge that sucks it up. Does that make sense, Dom? And I feel like there are some new opportunities coming for you. I can see some new energy out there, but it's like you need to step forward and take it. So I feel like he's just saying to you, go get it. All right. There's more. I could feel that there's more beside your cat. I just didn't know to share on here. So I feel like do this for you, not anybody else. Clear some of that energy and know that there's some sparkle energy ahead for you. There's some good stuff there. So don't sit around, go grab it, go make it happen, go do some changes just for you. Don't let life just become small, okay? And you've got this, all right? You've got this, and they absolutely have you. So I'm going to give you a massive hug from Spirit and a massive push on the old motivation, and do it just for you. And I hope that message made sense. Ah, bless you. Well, that was wonderful to read for you all. And I will be back in 2 weeks' time. You have my contact details. I won't reach out to anyone, but you're very welcome to contact me if you showed wish for a private read or to make contact. And there's so many good readers on here. Veronica does an amazing job. So I'm going to, and now a crow is going ballistic. There we go. Spirit are waving at you, Dom. So thank you all for supporting this live. Thank you all for listening. I'm back in 2 weeks for my last one of the year. And so sorry, KBs, I did as many as I could. There's loads of readings on here though. So listen into the next person or come back in 2 weeks and hopefully you'll get one. Okay, so thank you, Veronica, for being my moderator. You've done an amazing job. And thank you, everyone, for joining me. I send you all love and light, and look after yourselves.